Hi, I'm Chris Pearson, and I want to talk about property taxes today. Ever since I've been in Montpelier, and I'm in my 5th term in the House, people have been clamoring about property taxes. And at the same time as voters demand property tax relief, they also approve school budgets. So it's pretty clear that Vermonters want strong schools. And this creates a real tension for lawmakers in Montpelier to try to figure out a solution. This year, I'm proud to tell you that I introduced a bill in the House, H 656. We had over 30 sponsors, and a similar bill was in the Senate, that we think comes up with a solution. And the solution has to do with income sensitivity. This chart here represents how we pay for our schools today. This is your income, very wealthy Vermonters here, most of us live down here. The blue line is the percentage of your income that goes towards your school property taxes. Now, this is what we would call a regressive pattern. So the very wealthy are paying about 0.5% of their income to schools, and the rest of us are paying up around 3%. This orange line is income sensitivity. So the legislature, when it designed Act 60 and then extended it in Act 68, recognized that it's absurd to have poor people paying 5.5% of their income and the very wealthy paying 1%. So they created income sensitivity, which is this orange line. 2/3 of the state lives right here, right? 2/3 of us are paying between 2.8 and 3% of our income for schools. So our concept when we were looking at this problem was, well, if this is good enough for middle and low income people to be paying no more than 3% of their income, why wouldn't we ask people that live out here to pay the same percent? And so let me add this to our graph here. I'm going to add a little line. This is what our proposal would do in H 656. It would just say, you know what? Every homeowner in Vermont is going to be income sensitized. And when you do that, you raise a lot of money from here, from the people who've been booming, who have not been whacked badly by the recession, and in fact have continued to see growth in income. When you raise money from there, this proposal raises about $80 million from here. It allows you to give back to everybody. And our proposal, as we drafted, would actually reduce taxes, property taxes, for every homeowner, every household, in Vermont, earning under $200,000. As much as a $500 discount, a $500 reduction in your property taxes. I'm proud to tell you last week Governor Shumlin signed a bill that asks the tax department and the joint fiscal staff, the fiscal staff of the legislature and the legal staff, to model what this could look like, so that in January 2017, when the legislature comes back into session, we can dig into this and hopefully finally provide property tax relief for Vermonters that they've been screaming for decades, and keep our schools really strong.